when we did finally meet the palliative care attending, it was like a giant sigh of relief, because we asked him how did these babies die, and he had like an actual answer. He could tell us statistically how each of them, like what was the likely thing that, they had a name for Vigo, and the palliative community at least he called him a neuro kid. I think because every brain cell was affected, and but there was also the breathing, which which the palliative community was extremely familiar with, right? They knew that condition, whether it was 5P or another trisomy 13 or whatever it was, right? So we started feeling less like not like such a rare thing that no one could ever say, no one could ever make any prognosis statements or predictions to, no, this is very rare, but this is like all these other things that we see. And based on what we know about Vigo, this is how he would likely die. And then that was we were able to sort of like almost not backwards plan, but understand like where are the weak points, where are the points of suffering, where are the decisions that are gonna, what kinds of decisions will we have to make? What is like, we didn't have a DNR in place or anything. We didn't have that conversation until we talked to the palliative care doctor the first time. And then we were like, well, what does a DNR even mean? And what are all the different pieces of it? Because it's not just one thing, right? You have to make a decision about compressions. You have to make a decision about
shock.
What are those called? Defibs.
Yeah, defibrillator, the oxygen
bagging,
bag, intubation. So there's different levels, right? And I think
epinephrine.
We ultimately got to the point, I think we were like, okay, yes for epinephrine, yes for bagging, no for intubation.
And I didn't know, like, when you see like baby CPR, it's like, here's somebody pushing on a baby's chest like this, boop, 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 and it's like, oh no, their ribs are going to probably break. And I was like, the what?
Yeah. And the reason, and of course, the reason why we wouldn't allow that, it'd be one thing if we thought, oh, you're going to do that, and then he's going to recover, and then his ribs will heal.
Yeah. Or
he's going to die, and do you want his last moments to be somebody breaking his ribs?
These, it's impossible to even wrap your head around the impact of these conversations, but I will say the only person who had them adequately was our palliative care attending doctor. And there were several attendings who were amazing. But until they came into our sphere, we were alone and we were flailing. And I just wish that they would have arrived like 3 weeks before they did.
Yeah.